So I'm going to take a look at the some models for the Retribution of Scyrah faction for Warmachine. They didn't have a starter box. I just wanted to get a starter battle group, so I got the equivalent of what I thought would have been in a starter. So I've got a heavy Myrmidon, which is just a heavy jack kit. And I got 2 light jack kits, a Gorgon, and an Adeptis. I got a Warcaster, Adeptis Rahn, and then I got an upgrade for the Retribution Heavy Myrmidon kit, and it is the SCYRA character Warjack, and it is the one that goes with Adeptis Rahn. I'm going to try to see if I can do anything to magnetize that to see what kind of options we can get out of this stuff. It may not work out. If it doesn't, I'll probably just build the SCYRA model. Let's take a look at the Adeptis Rahn kit first. So you get his 2 cards in there. And he's got a few pieces to him. Looks like 4 pieces altogether. So he's on a 30mm base. And here's his basic body and his Warcaster armor. So he's got the stacks coming out the back. He has a 1 glove hand, kind of generates force, I believe, to move stuff around the battlefield, like a gauntlet. He's got a couple of little pieces here. I'm not sure, they look like vents that may go on the model. And then he's got what looks like a kind of a big glaive and another gauntlet hand. So that's Adeptis Rahn. We'll look at the Adeptis Warjack next, and this is one out of the Domination. I know that's not the right one. It's the most recent expansion book for Warmachine. I think Domination is the name of the Horde one. This is a 40mm base. Looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces. So you've got the 2 legs. And this is the Adeptis. I'm guessing that's where the legs join in. So you've got kind of a piece hanging off the back. This looks to be the mid-part torso that the legs go on, and then the body sits on top of it. This is the top piece where the head and arms fit. A lot of real smooth lines on these on the Retribution miniatures. These look to be the shoulder parts. Pauldrons, maybe they're called, for the arms. So those will sit on the shoulders of the model. And again, a lot of smooth things with just kind of a runic thing carved in here and there. Looks like we have the two arm pieces where they'll socket into the body. And then the arms look like they fit on those. You know, kind of like that. And just kind of a couple of other force generators, I believe. Something to push and pull the enemy with. Here's the other forearm and hand. And then the head. Adeptis. The other light warjack I picked up was the Gorgon. Its stat card. And it is a 40mm. It looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces. Looks to have kind of the same basic layout as the other light jack. You have the 2 legs. You have the joining piece that the legs go to, and then the top of the torso goes on the top of that. Here's the torso piece. You have its 2 shoulder pauldrons. You have the 2 sockets for its arms. So they ball in, and then the forearm goes on top of that. And then you have its head also. Get a decent look at that. So we'll open up the box set for the heavy Myrmidons now. As you can see, you can build 3 different ones out of this. You can build the Hydra, the Manticore, or the Phoenix. It gives you kind of a layout of the different pieces. This is the Hydra here. This is the Manticore. And then this is the Phoenix. See all the different pieces there. So you have it kind of split out into the different baggies. You get all 3 cards with it. This is on a 60mm base. They're not a 60, a 50. So you get a sprue here. Looks to have some of the different heads and fist options there. It's 3 different heads. So those definitely would be easy to magnetize. You got a couple of fists and what look like veins that come out the back. You have the pauldrons. I hope that's the right word. And the shoulder guards, whatever they call them. Looks like you have the 2 pieces that socket in for the arms. Same thing as the light warjack, just beefier. You have a couple of look like forearm blades. These look like they probably go on the Manticore. Don't know that you can really magnetize those too well. Awfully thin. Have to see how they fit on there. You have the legs here. Of course, they're keyed, very similar to the light warjack. Looks like there's 2 pieces for some sort of plate to go on the front. You have a couple of arm pieces here, and these look like they're the Hydra forearms. And they look like they're just for the Hydra. You have the big torso piece here. So yeah, there's a couple of got a slot for a couple of vanes, it fits onto the midsection, 2 horn pieces, and then the head. So you can definitely put a magnet there and there in those 3 spots. I'm not sure about the vanes. Those look like they could maybe just slide in and out without putting a magnet there. I'll have to look at that and see. This is the mid-torso piece where the legs go, and this just attaches on there. We have, I'm not sure what that is, slots into something, slots into the torso piece there. It's kind of his cod piece. We have what look like the 2 forearms for, I'm trying to tell, no, these go on the shin guards maybe. Yeah, these are the shin guards. So those go on the legs where I showed you those tabs for the legs. So they go on like that. Onto the leg. That looks like it's the same way on all of them. And we have a couple of big dynamo looking, these are the shoulder pieces for the Phoenix. And then we have these forearms. And these forearms split between the Manticore and the Phoenix. So for the Manticore, these would go onto them, and for the Phoenix they would not, so we'll have to see how I can do that to make that work. And then the last piece is the sword for the Phoenix. And the only piece that I see that would be hard to magnetize or swap in and out would be these pieces right here for the Manticore, because the forearm you use for the Phoenix and the Manticore are the same. I don't know how hard that bit would be to pick up on eBay. But I also have the Discordia upgrade kit. And I don't have a picture of Discordia, but this is a character warjack. And it looks like it has those little vane things too that go on the arms. So those will go across the forearm the same way as the Manticore. It has its head, and the other forearm blades, and some sort of little piece here. I guess that goes underneath the head. So that kind of fits underneath there like that. So we'll have to see, you may just have to have a separate warjack for Discordia. But that is everything for the equivalent of what would be a starter. I'm not sure how many points it is, but it's a Warcaster, 2 light warjacks, and a heavy warjack for Retribution.